Well, hello there, beautiful people. It is me, Jazzy Mac, and today's work from home opportunity is going to be for Instacart. And guess what? It is no phones. But let me caution you, you do not want to apply for this position until I walk you through what to say in the resume. They are very specific about what they want their candidates to have, and I need to give you the information to make sure that your application is going to be at the top of the stack. So we'll talk about the Instacart position. We'll talk about how much it pays. And as a bonus, I've included some other positions that are also still hiring that you can definitely go ahead and apply for. So let's start with the bonus opportunities. We will come back to the Instacart one. I wanted to give you a gentle reminder for this position with Amazon. This is an Amazon customer support position for ShopBop. If you've never heard of ShopBop, it is essentially the high-end luxury part of Amazon. Let me just show you real quickly ShopBop. So this is really cool because those of you that like to work in fashion, you all will probably really, really like this. So they sell like really high end things like these, Chanel bags and like Gucci bags. And I think I've seen like ramen and stuff like that. So you would be doing the customer support for this. If someone says, hey, could you just tell me if my bag has been delivered or not? Or they could say, hey, I actually wanted to return this bag. I picked out the wrong color. You would help with that sort of stuff. They do have phone support as well as I think chat support and like email support. So it kind of be up to you and the recruiter what you do, but they do have various shifts. They have nights, they've got weekends. So it doesn't have to be a 9 to 5 if that doesn't work for your lifestyle. If you want to do something outside of your kids' school schedule, you can absolutely do that. This is going to be for all 50 states. They're based in Madison, Wisconsin, but this role is completely virtual for anywhere in the US. Now, this role is going to require that you have 2 years of customer service experience. No, it does not have to be luxury experience. Have some basic math skills and the ability to work a set schedule. Okay, that's going to be it. And, have some Microsoft Office experience. And all they want you to have is a high school diploma. Okay, please ignore this whole language thing. Listen, we got a bunch of people that saw this video when I first put it out like a few months ago. Those people don't speak Russian, Korean, or Japanese, okay? This is just a preference because Amazon is a global company. It'd be nice to have. It is not a requirement of employment, okay? So this pay ranges from $31,000 to $53,000 per year. So that's like, what is that? Up to $53,000 is like $25 or $26 an hour. So the minimum that they pay is $19 per hour, up to about $25 per hour. So there is that opportunity. The other one I wanted to make sure you all were aware of is for Comcast. It's the virtual customer service rep position, and they are starting training very soon. They actually start training in April. So you want to apply for this ASAP. So the schedules are going to be from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. They have several different positions depending on what part of the country you live in. Make sure you check out the career site. But relevant work experience, 0 to 2 years. This is an entry-level position. Great way to get your foot in the door. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do the Instacart position. Let's talk about that one. Oh, wait. But first, I got to shout some people out. I got to shout out my all-stars. So to me, it said, Jazzy, I just got hired with Progressive today. Starting pay is $23 and I start the second week of April. Congratulations to you, Tamia. I was like so excited I couldn't talk. And then we've got Afro Curly, who's currently at Starbucks. She actually got this position 2 months ago when I did a different Starbucks video than the one that I released last week. So she got started off, they started her with $32 per hour. It was a work a work from home position for a service desk analyst. So this is, just a really great starting salary for you to do it like from the comfort of your bed. And then the Raspberry Experience said, "Hey, Jazzy, I got a job with Enterprise. Congratulations to you." Helena got the job with Delta, the Delta work from home job. So girl, save me a buddy pass, okay? Just look out for your sis, okay? And then Shamika got the work from home Apple job, and Jazz got the work from home job with Amazon, the ShopBop one that we were just talking about. Jay Green got the Comcast job working in inbound call sales, which is a just wonderful position if you want to start making like those 6 figures in commissions. Y'all, I'm telling you, sales is where it's at. When you work off of sales commissions, you can literally buy a home with that stuff. And then Imani said, "Jazzy, I got the job at Progressive. I start in May. Congratulations to you." Jazzy said, "I actually got 2 job offers using your resumes, one with Comcast and one with Williams-Sonoma. Congratulations to you." And Gabrielle said, "Hey, just got the call that I was offered a job at United Health Group." Y'all, Shy got a job at Comcast. So proud of all of you for just staying consistent. Like, I know it can be frustrating when you don't get hired as soon as you apply and you've got to wait for a little bit. But listen, everything has a time and a season. Okay. Great things come to those that practice gratitude and patience, not people that complain. All right. Let's talk about this Instacart position. Okay. Congratulations to all of you wonderful people that got the roles and that you're starting soon. So let's get into this Instacart position, because quite frankly, you don't want to apply for this until we've talked about what needs to be on your resume. Okay, because they're very particular. But what's the role first? The role is a fraud and identity specialist. So this is not a phones role, but let's say let's say we have a customer at Instacart that basically says, "Oh, I see some charges on my credit card that I didn't authorize." Okay. Well, they are required to kind of fill out a form that says, "Hey, what charge are you talking about? When did this happen? Have you reported it?" and all that good stuff. So this would be where you would come in, because you would review the user submitted data for completeness and accuracy to make sure that they've included their phone number, their address, and filled out whatever questions are related to this claim about someone maybe charging the Instacart deliveries to their credit card. Okay. So you would review some of those things. You would also evaluate any type of system abuse. So if somebody is calling in every single week, or if they're sending in a help desk email and they're saying every week somebody is using their credit card or stealing their credit card, that would be considered abuse, because at that point, it's probably going to come down to, is this person being honest if this is happening every single week? Okay, so things of that nature. So that's going to be the bulk of your work day, analyzing things, looking at, fraud reports that people have submitted about someone using their card or someone maybe hacking their account, things of that nature. So they say they want you to have a year of professional experience or strong academic record. Okay, this is considered an entry-level position. It says it here. It's a full-time entry-level position with Instacart. Okay, so this is not something you have to have a bunch of experience on, because yes, they're going to train you. That's why they've emphasized that this is an entry-level position. Now, just word to the wise here. When you have these entry-level fraud positions, these can easily lead into a very lucrative, 6-figure career in cybersecurity, fraud, security, IT. It's like sales. It's just so many different career paths that you can take once you get this on your resume. So some of the things that you need to make sure that you point out are going to be Zendesk. If you have ever used Zendesk ticketing system, that 1000% needs to be on your resume. If it's not on your resume, you're probably not going to get a call back. Okay. Just take it from me. I should know. Okay. So that needs to be on your resume. Some of the other things that you want to call out is any database entry experience that you have. If you've ever done data entry, whether that is working with Excel sheets, or maybe you've done just like graphs, tables, anything that require you, to input data, you want to make sure you call that out somewhere on your resume. Yes, I have the resume templates for this. I've already filled out those hot words, but also make sure you have something that calls out any type of abuse. A lot of people think abuse, like system abuse, is like related to just the technical world. But no, if you were a preschool teacher and you allowed the kids to watch movies on the computer for 30 minutes a day, well, you've got to make sure that they are not being victims of any type of internet abuse, like with predators, with people that are just out to do bad things on the internet, and making sure that the kids are not abusing the internet, such as going to sites that they shouldn't go to, or such as using it to bully other kids, things of that nature. So abuse it's across so many different like work genres. Like if you're a teacher, if you're a counselor, if you manage an office, even if you work as like a store associate, there's like credit card abuse. Like people do credit card abuse. They dispute things. That's called friendly fraud. So a lot of you have experience with this stuff already. A lot of you have experience with implementing policies to make sure that platforms are safe and are operating with integrity. So Zendesk needs to be on your resume. If you've got that experience, you want to make sure you have Microsoft Office or Google Suite listed on your resume. I would put something about identity and data processing in my resume. I would put that in there, make sure that is somewhere in there. I talk about abuse in my resume. And again, I've already done these things for you. But yeah, those are going to be some of the biggest things that you'll want to call out. And if you've ever worked in any type of fulfillment system, like whether you've done like order fulfillment, like as a shopper, as an Instacart shopper, or if you've worked in a warehouse, that's going to be great experience as well. Okay. Fulfillment centers, Amazon centers, all that type of stuff. It's going to be great experience as well. Okay. So let me know if you've got any questions about this. Make sure that you ultimately apply for this role. And then, like I said, there's the Amazon role that is still hiring out of the wazoo. And then there is still the Comcast role. Comcast has so many positions. Like, even if you didn't want to do like the virtual customer service rep, you can be like the business care rep where you just talk to companies. Like, so you're not talking to residential customers, you're talking to actual, like, you'd be talking to like Apple, or you'd be talking to like Microsoft, those types of companies. So if you don't see your state listed out in these places, make sure you apply for, you go up here and you put in your actual location. Okay. So some of these states some of these job roles are going to be for, southern states. Some of them will be for the West Coast. Some of them will be for the East Coast. So make sure you're not just saying, oh, I don't see my state. Like, they are a global company. So they hire all over the freaking globe. Trust me. And once you apply, and like I said, they've got a bunch of entry-level positions. All you want to do is get your foot in the door. Once you actually apply, if your resume passes the ATS, because you've used one of Jazzy's resumes, you will be invited to do an assessment. The assessment is going to be more so asking you like behavioral questions like, what would you do if a customer called in and they were upset? Would you escalate the call to management, or would you do these options like practicing empathy and trying to appease the customer? One thing that makes people trip up on the assessments is when they have these questions and for every question they put escalate to management, because that makes you appear like you're not really trying to solve the customer's, concerns. It just sounds like you're pushing it off on someone else. So they want to know that you're willing to work through it with the customer. You're willing to troubleshoot. You want to, just be able to resolve most of those customer issues on your own without having this high escalation rate, okay? Because it is still a statistic that they heavily try to keep an eye on and try to like minimize, right? All right. So your girl is hungry. So I'm going to totally go and get something to eat now. But let me know if you've got any questions. The resume templates are down below in the description box if you need them. Good luck to everyone. And congratulations to everyone that's gotten jobs. I'm so freaking proud of you guys. And until the next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.